very special, little different kind of energy healing, alignment, activation session tonight. And this is going right on track for those of you who are going through the Aries Point um, process of the 40-day journey into just getting your energy cleared, getting yourself aligned, and activating your vision. This is some supportive energy we're bringing in tonight just to really root what came in. And it's very interesting. I have some tarot archetypes coming in tonight. Felt really called to just do something to work with this spirit of confidence. I feel like a lot of people have lost their spirit of confidence. And that this seems to be the one thing that is holding back the collective. If you think about what is confidence, confidence is that feeling of sureness within yourself, right? Just feeling solid and very centered in yourself and your ability to take action, your ability to produce results, your ability to follow through, to overcome challenges, and also to have the courage to go for those opportunities that maybe require you to step up to a higher potential in yourself, require you to confront some things that maybe have held you back in the past, and gives you an opportunity to sort of like rise to the challenge, overcome that. A lot of luck has to do with confidence. I really feel like they're intertwined. If you're feeling confident, you're more likely to go after certain opportunities that somebody who is dealing with a feeling of being insecure or having some kind of fears of failure or not being able to hit the mark would lose that shot. You only get one shot. So there's a lot of opportunities on offer. And we are on the eve. It's actually, I believe it is officially the 22nd now. And this is going to be another Venus Jupiter meetup point. So I thought it was just the perfect opportunity to work with this big Jupiter energy with the Venus energy and just call in some benevolent mojo, activate our inner fire, stoke our courage, and work with these energies so we can really build some momentum as we start to move into this 40-day journey of transformation. And there were three different phases of what I want to bring in tonight, and they were really symbolized by tarot archetypes. And so I want to bring those in. So, first of all, you can understand the intention of the work that we will be doing tonight. When I do get to the Reiki portion, if you do not wish to receive Reiki, you can just simply state within yourself at that time, no, thank you. Okay. Um, Reiki is only if you wish to receive it. All right. So when I bring in the Reiki, if you do wish to receive it, just say yes within yourself, and that will give permission for the energy to come in and give you that support. It's going to be for working with Manipura chakra, the solar plexus chakra, to build a spirit of confidence and strength and inner power. So you can have the courage to take up that wand and take action and affect change in your life. This is a really important cycle we're moving into here. And so I want you to have a little bit of daring. I want you to take some risks. I want you to be willing to open yourself up fully to the experience and what is possible for you. So we're going to be doing a lot of stoking that fire through this process. So the first phase is all going to be about these three cards. And you can even put these cards, if you wish, if you have a tarot deck, on your altar or on that shelf, whatever you're using as a focal point, if you're going through this journey of transformation with us. And even if you're not, if you're just receiving this video, you can still participate in this if you wish and bring your energy in. It's all up to you and what feels right to you. But we're working with the star energy. So first we're going to do some cleansing of the old energies, the remnants of the old cycle that are still lingering. So we can turn our attention toward that star, the brightest star in our solar system, which is the sun, that promise of happiness on the other side. It's also about coming into the energy of that north node of Taurus, which will later in July move into Aries. So much of what we're doing right now is about moving up to that Aries point, because that Aries point is going to be a very important moment when we can really manifest our visions, make our dreams reality. If we have the courage, if we have the courage to follow our hearts, follow where our souls are leading us. And so this is that promise. I love how the other stars form almost a horseshoe energy, like just ready to hold all that happiness of the sun. And it also has a bit of a Ace of Cups vibe to it as well. Just waiting for that directive from spirit, from higher consciousness to know the right time to act. And in the meantime, just in this space of graceful letting go, just cleansing the old cycle, releasing the old energies, having the strength, okay, to look at what has held one back, where that lack of courage is coming from, what is the source of fear. Most fear is stemmed from some kind of sense of loss, okay, so some kind of wounding. And look at this beautiful Empress energy. I love this because that Taurus North Node is ruled by Venus, and we have this big Venus energy in the sky and is magnified with Jupiter, especially with the conjunction. So this is about working with those energies to temper with gentleness, with compassion. Look at that beautiful 8 on its side, that infinity symbol. It's about being that balancing point, the balancing point between the past and the future, right here in the present. And this is about looking at what used to hold one back in the past and having the power to overcome the challenges you face right now, no matter what you're facing, and calling in this energy of pouring into the self through being open to receive, to rinse away, clear away, wash away, sweep away any blockages within the self that are preventing you from receiving. Or another another symptom of lack of confidence is also feeling undeserving, right? You can't receive if you don't feel like you deserve to receive, right? So this piece too, okay? And allowing that directive to come in, allowing that guidance to pour in, allowing yourself to receive the inspiration of what that next action should be, to align yourself with the energies of higher guidance, to align yourself with the energies of synchronicity, to align yourself with what is meant for you. And the best way to go about bringing your vision into being, the doorways of opportunity that lead there. Sometimes until we can kind of like let go and open ourselves up to the experience, we can get in the way of really manifesting our visions, because we get too set in our sort of framework of how we think things need to play out. We get too formalized, and this is more of an astrology that really favors spontaneity. So this is about really having the strength to let go, let go of what maybe helped one feel safe in the past, okay? Maybe with posturing or feeling like you had to kind of throw your weight around to control things. This is about cleansing away all that old energy, doing the release work, and then coming into this place of openness where you can receive the directive about the next step. So that's the energy we're going to bring in the beginning. And it's all to help us align with that magician, the Aries energy, the initiator, to give us the power to take the actions that we need to take, that will lead us to the fulfillment of our vision. And so that's very much working with this Nine of Pentacles energy. Notice the work is focused on the self. Okay, so we're not doing anything that involves um, altering anything outside of ourselves. This is about us coming into our personal element. This is about feeling our mojo, what we're working with, feeling confident, um, feeling self-satisfied, finding pleasure within our lives, and being comfortable with who we are, having everything we need in and of ourselves. Okay, this is about coming into balance within the self and hitting that point of success, triumphing over the lessons of the past, and being willing to receive your time in the sun. All right, so you can have your time to shine, your time to celebrate, your moment of success, to be seen, to be recognized for who you are. All right, and to feel good about that, feel good about where you're at, you know. And it starts with this work that we are going to do tonight. So just settle in. This is all about you receiving tonight. And the first thing I want to do is I want us all to take one moment now to think of what is your greatest fear right now? What is that one fear that you find really holds you back in life and keeps you from going after your dreams? What is that fear that keeps you small, that keeps you stuck in roles that don't really serve you? Just take a moment to really consider what that fear is. I am going to bring in some bay leaf here to do a little smoke cleansing. We're going to get a little transformational potpourri going in the cauldron to just cleanse your energy. And this is the first component we're bringing in. So bay leaf is wonderful for clearing away crossing energy. Crossing energy or being in a crossed condition is when you've told yourself a story for so long. Maybe it's a story about something somebody did to you. Maybe it's a story about what you think somebody else put on you. Maybe it's a story that is something you internalize that somebody told you about yourself. And because of this story became your truth, but it never was your truth in the first place. And in telling yourself this story so many times, you actually manifest the story in your life over and over again. That's a cross condition. It's calling that very thing that you fear to yourself. So bay leaf is wonderful for relieving crossed conditions. And for those who are workers on the occult path, who um, do any rituals, who maybe forget to properly ground out after their rituals, or forget to release the remnants of old workings, things of this nature, and have those energies just kind of stagnant, hanging around, it also is very beneficial for clearing away jinx energy. Okay. And also just any general funk in the atmosphere, right? Now, I did do a video where I talked about the whole return to sender concept and the reality of this kind of stuff, and about taking on energy. Um, you don't have to take on anything that anybody's throwing your way, even if somebody is envious or somebody is directing aggression at you with their thoughts, or trying to do workings on you or anything of this nature. And I just want to bring this in because it's something that's discussed so often on YouTube in Tarotland. You have to form an energetic agreement with that, right? So this is all about staying out of fear. So, like, let's say you're going through a period where maybe you feel like you've been having a real bad run of luck. Everything's just been going south. You've been going through one tower after another. Well, everybody goes through towers, okay? Everybody goes through towers. And all of us are rocking and rolling right now. All of us are reckoning with our own towers in our own ways, just because it's a sign of the times. And it's high time. We need it. It's good for us, okay? Truth will set you free, all right? Um, but, maybe you do feel like, did somebody do something to me? All right. Um, you know, maybe you took that on. Maybe you did take that on. If somebody was envious, maybe you chose to internalize that. If somebody, um, was kind of throwing some shady energy your way, maybe you chose to accept that into your energy body. You sure can do that. But just know that if you don't make a contract with that energy, it can't interfere in your energy body in any way, shape, or form. And it has absolutely no effect on you. Okay. So this is just about clearing away that energy that you have chosen to take into your sphere, that may be clogging up the channels, that may be interfering with your manifestations, that may be tripping you up, that may be keeping you in a haze because you can't see through the smoke and mirrors. Okay, so it's a bit of like kind of a glamour casting on oneself. So I just want you to think of the basis of your fear. What is the one thing that you're really afraid of? That's kind of a theme that's been coming up for you recently. So I'll give an example like that about this. Like maybe you want to tell somebody how you feel about them, but you're afraid to do that. You're afraid to be vulnerable because if you tell them how you feel, what if they reject you? Okay, so rejection could be your fear. All right. What if you are wanting to go for a real like coveted position at some job opportunity, you want to go for, and that it's very competitive. There's a lot of people who want this position, and maybe some people that you feel have more experience than you. But what is that fear that's holding you back from, taking your shot, throwing your hat in the ring? Could it be, again, uh, fear of rejection? This is interesting. This is interesting. Is rejection a theme? Is rejection a theme for the collective? Has the collective in some way been rejected? Has the collective in some way had an experience where they felt they were shut out of something, where they weren't acknowledged, where they weren't seen? Maybe this is what has had such an effect on the confidence. But I just want you, whatever your fear is, just give it over to this bay leaf. Okay, so we're going to do a little smoke cleansing with this. And as a whole, this bay leaf is representing the transformation of fear. I'm just going to send this energy your way. Burning away all doubts in your ability to rise to the challenge. Any self-doubt you have about trusting your own intuition, trusting your inner voice and its guidance. I'm also going to bring in some benevolent influence around you with some tobacco so that you can feel the support of your ancestors and receive their guidance so they can help you move around obstacles. They have the wisdom of their experience that can really pass on some clever loopholes, some ways to get around some tricky situations. So let's just invite your ancestors in to offer you some support, as well as any of your spirit team that you're connected to, any medicines or totems that you work with, any guides. Asking them to come in and help lift these obstacles first within you, so you can see clearly how much you truly have held yourself back, that truly the obstacles are within. And then just relieving you of the sense of control, allowing yourself to be led. So your guides, your ancestors, your spirit team can provide you with clues on your path about what your next step should be through synchronicity and through those special occurrences that remind you that there's some special kind of magic weaving its way through life. Let me keep that going a bit, because I know that tobacco really keeps my spirit team very happy. It really pleases them. And we're going to bring in some cinnamon to attract, to draw, to magnetize towards you the fortune that is meant for you, the blessings that are meant for you. And if you've never used a cinnamon stick as a smoke cleansing, I encourage you to give it a shot, because it just smells amazing. This is to bring in the sweetness of life, to move out of the cold and move into the warmth of the opening of that expansive energy of the sun, the light really returning. This is to draw the sweet experiences to you. This is to draw sweet synchronicity to you. To magnetize you to those experiences that remind you why it's a wonderful life. It's also to help you get a little bit of your spice back. Just magnetizing your aura with your own unique magic, your mojo, your inner fire, your passion, your purpose, your drive, your enthusiasm, that which makes you uniquely you lit on 100. We're just calling in that energy, okay? This energy. I want to work with this cinnamon. Put that in the cauldron there. Use this too. sweep the way clear. Sweep your path clear. First, the pathway within you, so that you can align with your confidence, your daring, your strength, your bravery, and your own unique flair, so you can bring your fire forward and step into all the opportunities that are going to be coming onto your path now. And to know your worth, so you will choose which opportunities will lead you to the sweetest rewards. To know which opportunities you should take and which opportunities you should cast aside. Calling on the energies to align that will guide you to your next step as you enter this new chapter that was ushered in with the Aries new moon. And that these Venus-Jupiter conjunctions today and on the 28th can bring you many sweet surprises and boost your confidence. Clearing away any of that energies that's had you feeling frumpy, it's had you feel unmotivated, bored, or apathetic, or frustrated, or just over it. Just clearing all of that away, magnetizing you with big Jupiter blessings and all the beauty that Venus brings, so you can be feeling yourself. And when you're feeling yourself, you're in the flow. You tend to draw more things to you that also feel a lot like you. So if you're feeling good, you're going to like what's coming your way, right? You feel really in your own energy, in your own empowerment. You got to be a little daring in this cycle. I got some dice here. We're going to use them like a rattle to just sort of clear off any bad luck vibes you feel like you've had around you. You know, maybe you feel like I was born under a bad sign. You know, maybe you've been singing the blues lately. Maybe some of you've been listening to the blues. And, you know, it's been some hard times, right? There's been some heavy energy. So I'm just gonna clear out all those bad luck vibes, all that heavy energy. The cycle does ask that we find a little bit of that daring, you know? We have to be willing to take a chance, man. That things can be better. There's so much we can bring into life now if we, you know, just have the courage to go for where our heart's calling us. Maybe you're waiting on the inspiration. Maybe you're not sure where you're going. Well, let's use this rattling energy here to just kind of break up any of that confusion, anything that has you in a fog, so you can see clearly where things are aligned for you, so you know your next move. I'm telling you. We rolled 7. Lucky number 7, right? So that's a good sign. We already got, the spirit team on our side to help us out and bring in the good stuff for us. It's all about just having the awareness to pay attention so we can see what's going to be aligned for us. So really just working on that presence and clearing out what could distract you. So I feel like I want to first work with drawing away from you any of your doubts, things that you feel uncertain about, things that you feel unclear about. I think that that will be a really good place to begin. So let's start there. I'm going to go ahead and call in some Reiki energy, and all you need to do is just take some nice deep breaths. I'm going to be bringing in the Reiki energy where while I kind of like guide you through a little meditation to help you build the energy. You can have your eyes open if you wish, or you can close them to go more into your internal experience, whatever works for you. I will say that when it does come time where you will need to have your eyes open, I can tell you, okay? So if you feel like going internalized, I will let you know. You don't need to worry. Sometimes it's nice to just close the eyes and tune within and receive. So take some nice deep breaths all the way down to your root at the tip of your tailbone. And envision at your root a red orb glowing. And from this orb, roots now descend. And you watch as these roots break the ground beneath you. And they go through the different layers of soil, the top soil, the nutrient rich layers of soil, adobe clay-like layers, the rocky, unctuous layers of the earth. The underground caverns with stalactites form, and the waters bubble and percolate with the heat rising from the earth's core. Down into the deep, dark, still layers of the earth where it's silent and there's nothingness, and yet everything within this space of no thing. Deeper still into the core of the earth, and plunge your roots into that core and start to draw up that molten earth energy up through your roots like sap, like a golden amber sap rising up through all those layers of the earth. Up into your root and feel that molten energy pulsating at the tip of your tailbone. As that orb grows bright, brilliant red, like a ruby of fire. And then draw the energy up again, right where your belly button is, at your center, to Svadhisthana, your sacral chakra, your cauldron of creativity and potency. And let this molten earth energy fill this space, and watch that orb grow with a brilliant orange hue, like carnelian. And now draw the energy up to Manipura, your solar plexus chakra, located on your front body at the place where your ribs meet. And allow this fiery, transformational, molten energy of the earth to fill this space as it glows like a brilliant sun. And feel this sun start to flood your body now. And it's flooding your body with this brilliant, bright, white light. All you see within yourself is this brilliant, bright, white light. And you feel this light rise up and flood your heart center, Anahata. And as it reaches your heart center, your heart unfurls its petals like a beautiful, vibrant pink rose. And just feel the sweetness and the beauty of that energy. And then call the energy up further to your throat, to Vishuddha, the activation point for your voice, its expression in the world, and your purpose. And feel the expansion as it opens this space, clearing away anything that has blocked your purpose, clearing away anything that has blocked your truth, clearing away anything that has blocked your expression. And now bring that energy up to Ajna, your third eye chakra, right at the place between your eyebrows, and flood this space with that bright white light, that solar energy that you drew in from below, from the earth's cauldron. And just envision it clearing any clouds that have been blocking your psychic sight, your inner vision, returning you to a state of clarity as you see this space filled with the purple glow of amethyst. Now rise that energy up to Sahasrara, your crown chakra, and just allow the energy to come up out the crown and wash back down over your body, up through the crown and wash down over your body. Just allowing the energy to pour out of the crown, wash over you and return to the earth. And notice this circular flow of this energy, that the earth sustains you, it fills you, and you also return that energy to the earth, that the earth is always here to support you, to provide you with everything you need. And all you have to do is remember this beautiful connection that you share with the earth. All you have to do is remember to make contact with that earth. And now send up that white light like a shaft all the way up into the heavens. All the way up to the sun, the brightest star in our galaxy. And envision that star, that promise of hope, happiness, confidence, success, that solar energy. Let the sun pour that solar energy down through that shaft of white light, and allow that sun to wash over your crown, wash over your third eye, wash over your throat chakra, wash over your heart chakra, wash over your solar plexus, wash over your sacral chakra, wash over your root, and wash down the roots into the earth to fill the earth with light. And just go through a few cycles of drawing this energy up all the way to the heavens and bringing it back down again. As above, so below. Macrocosm is reflected in microcosm. And you are the conduit. You are the Ace of Wands. Now allow this energy to build all around you, on all sides, before you, behind you, above you, and below you, surrounding you on all sides. And you can make this light grow as large as you want it to grow. This is a shield that is here to bring you back into the truth of your essence, to align you with your courage, your confidence, your daring, your mojo, your luck, to align you with everything you need to move towards your happiness, your fulfillment, and step boldly into your new cycle. I want you to think of a moment when you felt your best, a moment when you felt like you were looking good, you felt happy inside, your walk had a little bit of a different flavor that day. You were just really feeling like you were in your element. You were really feeling like you were who you were here to be. And that you were the shit. That you knew what you were working with, all right? We've all had a moment like that. All of us have had a moment like that when we were feeling ourselves. I want you to think back to a moment when you were really feeling yourself. I want you to recall that moment in as much detail as you can. What were you wearing? How did it feel in your body? What look was in your eyes? How did you move? Invoke the feeling with as much detail as you possibly can. When you've really captured that feeling, I want you to place both of your hands on your solar plexus and just allow that energy to build in that space. Stay connected to it. And now think of that one thing that you're wanting to call in, your big dream, your big goal, something that you've always wanted to do, something you've always wanted to try, a dream you've had for a while. For one reason or another, you've held yourself back from going for it because of some sense of limitation you falsely believe you have. And now I want to take you to a different place in your consciousness where you envision yourself achieving that thing. You see yourself doing that thing, and hold on to that feeling you built, a feeling that you know you can experience because you felt it before. You just connected with that feeling. Instead, now I want you to connect that feeling to this image you're building in your mind's eye. This vision of you taking the risk, going for it, and landing in that place of success. What does it feel like in your body? Build the feeling. See it in as much detail as possible. I'm bringing in some clove oil on this candle for protection and also as a confidence booster, a luck booster. Clove amplifies, much like Jupiter does, okay? And this is to open your road, protect your blessings. So that energy you gathered in your hand, I want you to take your hands together and clap them, rub them vigorously. Let's build that energy. Just separate your palms a little. Feel that energy you've built there. This is your vision manifest. This is that seed. That seed you're planting with this Aries initiatory energy, that energy of the magician. And if you have a candle, go ahead and place it in your hands now to allow your energy to be imbued in that candle, this power that you built, this power that you generated from within. And if you don't, it's okay. You can always light a candle later if you want to bring one in and you want to participate in this. Or you can choose now to draw your attention inward towards your third eye and see a flame lit there. And that can be your candle. It'll still bring your energy in. And hold space with me while we call in blessing. Spirit, ether, guides, ancestors, be our guiding light forward. Show us the paths that lead to our sweetest rewards, our greatest success, our true fulfillment, which is a fulfillment that goes down to the very depths of our soul, that reminds us of our place in the world, why we're here. Why it matters. Give us the courage to recognize our strength, our ability to overcome the challenges we face, our ability to thumb our noses at fear and take that leap of faith that you want us to take. Help us to align with that vision. Fill us with your spirit of enthusiasm. Guide us through synchronicity. Bring luck to our path and fortunate opportunities and twists of fate that leads us to the best, most blessed outcomes. Align us with that which is meant for us. Build within us the confidence that is fueled from remembering that we are all one energy, one source. We are that source, and it courses through us as it courses through all of creation. Remind us of our divinity. Fill us with our mojo, that place inside of us that just feels so full of life and celebratory. We trust that you will bring us many reasons to celebrate us rising to the challenge. Blessed be. so motivating. I'll see you all tomorrow.